Many of us have been tracking France's presidential runoff this weekend with bated breath. Tonight, the world let out a collective sigh of relief as exit polling shows Emmanuel Macron defeating Marine Le Pen. For those just tuning in, Le Pen represents a darker trend throughout the Western world. Last week, French President Emmanuel Macron only barely beat his far-right challenger. Tonight, he beat her soundly, which should give us hope. Remember, this was a rematch of the race Macron won 5 years ago. Back then, French voters resoundingly rejected Le Pen and her extreme agenda. She's run on a nationalist, anti-immigrant agenda, calling for France to follow Britain out of the European Union. She's promised to ban Muslim women from wearing headscarves in public. She's praised Putin. And her party has a long history of ties with Nazi collaborators. So why were the polls showing her uncomfortably close to becoming elected president of the Fifth Republic? First, she's part of a movement growing across the country and across the world. It's not just France. Across Europe and here at home, we're seeing a nationalist movement that also embraces authoritarianism. That's no coincidence. Far-right figures from Le Pen to Britain's Nigel Farage to our own Steve Bannon see themselves as part of a coordinated push to undermine our democratic values worldwide. Second, her rise in the polls have been greeted by too many French voters with a yawn. 5 years ago, with energy to defeat a figure like Le Pen was a little bit absent. However, now, after 5 sometimes disappointing years with Macron at the helm, polls show that some French voters who opposed Le Pen were going to stay home. It's a deadly politics that William Butler Yeats predicted. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. We've seen how badly this can end. In my own life, my husband's family was forced to flee France when the Nazis marched in with their violent, hateful ideology. However, tonight, French voters mustered the energy to hand Le Pen the defeat she deserves. And we will find out here at home in November whether something will happen here. For now, it's time to start working hard to scaffold our democracy. Another parallel between France and the United States? Macron is experiencing lower approval ratings going into the election than Biden has today. But I do believe that polls can never substitute voter sensibility. Our nation is in recovery, and recovery is not often fast, but it does need an opportunity to breathe. November may bring us further along. More Americans might channel that French energy because there's another lesson Humphrey Bogart taught us in Casablanca. Courage is contagious.